Today I'm going to talk to you about Dade City, Florida, and why it's one of the best places that you can live in the greater Tampa Bay area. Dade City's not in the boondocks anymore. They have got it going on. I'm talking country glam here, people. The area has grown and we have things here that people want, like these beautiful parks, the non-chain restaurants, the unique shopping. And it's really not that far from downtown Tampa. It's not that far from Orlando. It's really not far from the interstate or the beautiful Gulf Coast beaches. And yet we still have those traditional values, that wholesomeness that only a small town like Dade City can give you. Dade City, Florida has an awesome downtown area. It's what you think of when you think of small town, wholesome living. The centerpiece of downtown is the old historic courthouse. And around that courthouse, on all four sides, are restaurants and shops. And these aren't just any restaurants. These are non-chain, unique restaurants. You won't find the items that they serve at these restaurants on the menu at Chili's or at Taco Bell or whatever. These restaurants are non-chain restaurants, and you will find unique items on the menu. I took a survey of some friends on Facebook, and I said, what's your favorite place to eat in Dade City, Florida? And look at the information that they said. They said that these were their favorite restaurants, but they said consistently, Green Door on 8th, Cafe Coco Pelli's. They also said the new Italian restaurant was one of their favorites. Of course, if you just need a little something for breakfast, you should try Olga's. Olga's is a staple in the area for their homemade donuts. So definitely try that. I don't think I saw that one come up on the list. There are also so many unique places to shop in downtown Dade City. There are places that you can buy antiques. There are places that you can buy things just for your dog. There's a jewelry store that's been in business for a long, long time, Kiefer's Village Jewel. And yes, they've changed ownership, but it has been an establishment in downtown Dade City for a very long time. They not only sell new items there, they also have estate jewelry there. So there are many things that you can find in downtown Dade City in terms of shopping that you will not be able to find anywhere else. The city of Dade City has made it a priority of offering awesome parks to its residents. That is evident by the park that you see right behind me here. This is the newest park. It is a splash pad, and then there is also a playground area. But that is just across the way from the actual downtown area. It's a very quick walk from this splash pad to the courtyard and all the restaurants. You could literally spend a day hanging out with your little ones here, taking a walk downtown, grabbing a bite to eat, and then actually finishing up the day at Price Park, which is around the corner. They have tennis courts, they have racquetball courts, they have a totally different playground system there. There is also a dog park at Price Park. And then we have Touchton Park, which is as you come in to Dade City from the south, from the Zephyrd Hills area, and you're coming into downtown Dade City. There's a beautiful little park there. That is Touchton Park, and that is home of a festival that I'm going to be mentioning in just a moment. But Touchton Park is a very beautiful park. It's very peaceful, it's quiet, it's relaxing. There's a place where you can just sit like you're sitting on a porch swing. They have porch swing chairs that aren't on porches, but they have that there. It is beautiful, it's peaceful. The people in Dade City have made it a priority to make the park system a priority in this town, and it shows. That's another reason why you would want to live here. People here in Dade City wanted you to think that they were country, that you didn't want to live here, because they didn't want to give away their little secret, their little hometown, nice, traditional, wholesome, know the parents of the kids that your kids hang out with, right? Know that kind of stuff. Know where people live, what they do for a living. I'm not saying people are nosy here. What I'm saying is that they mind each other's business, but they mind what's going on, and they pay attention. They say, yes, ma'am. They say, no, ma'am. They say, yes, sir. They say, no, sir. There is Southern tradition here. Dade City is no stranger to a fun event or festival, and they are most famously known for a festival that centers around a very small, tiny, tart fruit, but I'll get to that in just a minute. I want to touch on a couple of other fun festivals that they have here, or just events. One of my favorite events each year is Church Street Christmas. That is where Church Ave, also known as Church Street, is blocked off. That is a main street in downtown Dade City. It is known for its paved streets. It's got old brick paved streets and beautiful historic homes that have been renovated, and churches, right? That's why it's called Church Street. And they will block off that street, and people decorate their homes. They put giant Christmas cards up, and the different churches will have choirs or bells or whatever performances will be done on the street. Dancers will come. You can have hot chocolate. There's luminaries lining the sidewalks. It is done for a couple of days, and it is just a really nice, wholesome event that the entire family can enjoy. There's also a Christmas parade that time of year. And if we back it up a little bit, you've got the Scarecrow Festival. That happens in October around the Halloween time, but it's the Scarecrow Festival, and I believe that is now at the Pioneer Museum. If you've never been to the Pioneer Museum, you should definitely check that out. It is rich in history of not only Florida, but the Dade City area. In September, there's a Monarch Butterfly Festival that will be happening in Touchton Park. That's the park that I mentioned as you're coming in from the south side of Dade City. They'll have an entire festival centered around monarch butterflies. Easy for me to say, right? But that is something. These are all wholesome, fun family events because you are in a wholesome, fun, traditional family type environment in Dade City, Florida. That's what they're known for. Now, the festival that Dade City is most famous for is the Kumquat Festival, and that happens each year at the end of January, and it is amazing. There are hundreds of vendors that come out to line the streets of downtown Dade City just to celebrate that tiny little tart fruit called the kumquat. It is used in lots of recipes around this area, and the recipe that it's used the most in is the kumquat pie, and you can get a slice of that pie during that time of year by visiting one of the booths here, and you can take an entire pie home, or you can take just a slice home, or it wouldn't last that long. You would eat it before you got out of the downtown area. But Dade City, Florida, that's what they're known for. Wholesome, fun events for the entire family, regardless of age. So up until recently, there weren't a lot of extra places to live in Dade City. What do I mean by extra places? Listen, the development here is going crazy. There are a lot of new homes that you can buy in and around the area. From the Murata subdivision in San Antonio, Florida, all the way into Dade City, close to the high school, there are subdivisions that are popping up. But one of the things that Dade City still has are communities, neighborhoods that have that extra elbow room that people look for when they come, up to the country. And those neighborhoods exist still. Sometimes the homes hit the market, like this one in Timber Run. I call it the Timber Run neighborhood. It doesn't have an HOA or a CDD or anything like that. It's a very small neighborhood, but you can get a very beautiful custom-built home within about 2 miles of downtown Dade City and still have room to spread out and have neighbors. So you have a little bit of space, but you're not out in the boondocks in the country. You have a pretty quick drive to get to the interstate, to get to all those things that I mentioned, downtown Tampa, the beaches, Wesley Chapel. It's an amazing location, and now the secret is out. It's no longer a secret, and it's not just a place to visit. Dade City is a place to call home. I transplanted here a very long time ago and raised my family in the area, so I know all about the area. If you have any questions, just let me know. My name is Allison Newland. I'm the owner of a very small boutique real estate company in the area.